So setting up your worm farm is really easy. Just take the top tray off. Your coir block is really big, so you don't need to use it all for this. Keep the rest as a mix for your finished worm compost, or use it as a soil conditioner in your garden. But I've got about a small bowl full of coir. To be honest, you don't even need coir to set this kit up, because the surface area is reasonably small and your worms come with bedding. But best practice, let's go for it. By the way, if you want to speed up the breakdown of your coir, add warm water. It's also good for the worms because it gets them moving quickly. And then I've got my bag of worms here. So this is about 250 grams of red composting worms. I saw an egg there, but can't see it now. But you can tell they're healthy because there's all different age of worm. So all different size of worm you can see in the compost. So I'm going to dump them in. Spread it out, you can see the worms. Oh, that's a good load of worms there. If it's really cold, they won't be so wiggly. And if it's warmer, they will be wiggly. And you can see as my hand warms them up, they wiggle even more. So they are a true gardener's friend. They're the fastest natural composters on the planet. And they fix nitrate, basically. I can't remember the stats, but once your compost has been through a worm, it's so much higher in nitrogen, potassium, all sorts of things. So they do a really good job. Anyway, put them in, spread them out. And now the key is to leave the lid off and let them go away from the light. So whilst I do that, and it can be a few hours if you've got time, then I'm going to get my kitchen waste ready. I've got coffee grounds, I've got tea bags, I've got potato peel, I've got old peppers. And you don't need to do this, but the larger the surface area on your waste, the more access the worms have got to it. So it's a really good practice to break it up as much as you can, especially in a small composter like this, because it means you'll get more action quicker. So once your worms have gone away from the surface, then add your waste, and even if there's some still there, leave the lid off. And then once you're ready and your worms have burrowed into the coir, the bedding and the waste, you can put your worm blanket on top, your moisture mat, and then you can let them get on with the job. Your moisture mat helps keep your wormery going because worms work to the surface, so it keeps it dark and it keeps it moist, which helps keep the whole process going. So we'll come back to this later, but once I've filled this tray, then I'll add the other tray, and then once I've filled that tray, most of the worms will have left this compost and made a really good product that I can use on the garden. But we'll see that in a few weeks' time.